Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a preview for PeaceMaker Tries Hard #1. This is a black label book, 17 plus, so make sure that you're old enough to read this if you want to pick it up. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into the synopsis. PeaceMaker Tries Hard is written by Kyle Starks, with art by Steve Pugh, colors by Jordi Belair, and letters by Becca Carey. The cover is by Chris Anka. There's also some other alternate covers that you'll see towards the end of the video. But let me give you a quick synopsis of this book. I haven't got a chance to read it yet, but I'm very excited because it feels like they're trying to bring some of the whimsy and some of the fun from the PeaceMaker TV show to the character in the comics. I think PeaceMaker is a very different character normally from what he's portrayed as in the comics than in the TV. So in this book, having earned his release from the Suicide Squad, PeaceMaker wants to try and do normal superhero stuff for a change. Unfortunately, everyone, including the bad guys, thinks he sucks as a superhero. But when busting up a terrorist ring introduces Christopher Smith to the cutest thing to ever walk on four legs, he finds unconditional love that he's been denied his whole life. That is until the dog is kidnapped right from under him and by a supervillain who has some very unsuperheroic plans for Peacemaker's brand of ultraviolence. Will he help an infamously unstable superpower criminal to steal the world's most valuable and dangerous DNA? Honestly, Christopher's pretty lonely, so he'll probably just do it. Depends on how nicely you ask. So if you're not familiar with Kyle Starks, he's doing some really fun stuff like I Hate This Place over at Image, or the 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. And then, of course, you have legendary artist Steve Pugh, who's done some stuff like Harley Quinn Breaking Glass or Preacher Special Saint of Killers. So they're the ones that are going to put this stuff together. I love that this book almost feels like okay, let's John Wick is a very popular character, so let's try to do something similar with Peacemaker, who's a DC character. Obviously, I think this will be a more comedic tone overall, with a little bit of gore and violence added in for Peacemaker and flavoring. So let's take a look at some preview pages because Pugh's art is fantastic, but I love Belair's colors on this. They're so bright and so like just the tone is not something that you would expect, I think, from a Peacemaker or even from a violent book. So I really appreciate their approach to the storytelling here. And you can tell from all the dialogue, specifically the lettering here, as Peacemaker talks about himself. And the narration box catches you up a little bit on who Christopher is. So definitely a lot of little jokes. And like I said, this is a black label book, so it'll definitely be more crude than you might expect. But I think that will just make it for the better. So I will try to do a follow-up review for this book once I get a chance to read it. But if not, we'll just talk about it on our next live. Stay tuned for that. If you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.